Okay, hey guys, so this is our first of our individual videos by position for 88 reach. Remember, this is the play that we're going to run on our first indoor session, and please keep in mind that we're expecting to have defensive players play an offensive position for this session as well. In the next session, we will have offensive players playing on defense. But for today, all we're going to look at is we're going to look at the RPO, which stands for run pass option, that comes off of this play. So we are looking at these positions specifically: the receiver, the jet, and the quarterback. And that's all. For the next 5 minutes, all we're looking at is what these three positions do on this play. Okay, so we mentioned that we're running with an RPO. That means that as the ball is snapped back to the quarterback and the jet back runs across, the quarterback is going to decide not to hand the ball off because he's going to see something that makes him think he can make a quick pass to get some quick yards. These are the two possible RPOs. The first one we call bubble. And in bubble, our receiver is going to be the blocker. The receiver's rule is to block the number one man from the sideline in or the most dangerous man. I'm going to write that up here. Number one or most dangerous man. Now, what does that mean? That means that if the defense is aligned with a quarterback here and a halfback here, which is the pretty standard way to line up, then the receiver has to block the number one man, which is the cornerback. However, if that cornerback, I can leave the half here, had dropped back into a zone, then he's no longer dangerous. He's dangerous. So instead of the receiver running all the way up here to block the number one, the receiver would cut over and block the half. That's what we mean by most dangerous man. Now, while that's happening, not the jet, but our our slot, is going to do a little Nike swoosh behind him, ending up right about here, where the quarterback is going to throw him a very fast pass. Quarterbacks are doing catch and release. Catch the ball, throw. Catch the ball, throw. The quarterback would decide to throw this ball when he sees that we have the advantage outside. That advantage can be in numbers, like if you look at this, clearly they've got one guy against our two, or it could be where you see a mismatch. For instance, the corner is up here, but we know that this corner is a particularly weak player. And we think we would be at an advantage if we got our slot the ball against him one-on-one, or even in a case where they prematurely went into some kind of weird zone, like this, and the quarterback sees that very clearly with a quick, simple pass, we're going to be able to get 5 yards. So the quarterback makes the decision before the ball is snapped by the center as to whether he's going to throw this or not. Now that's our first type of RPO. This is called bubble. We're going to have another one too. Check this out. Our second type of RPO is going to be called tunnel. And in tunnel, the slot and the receiver are going to switch responsibilities. The slot is going to become the blocker, and the receiver is going to become the receiver. The slot's rule is going to be number two, or most dangerous man. That means that slot back in this scenario would block the half. because the half is the second player from the sideline in. But if that half had dropped back here in a zone, then we don't want the slot chasing him. We want the slot going to the most dangerous man, which would be here. And as the slot crosses the receiver's face, the receiver does this. Working to the inside, where we're looking for another quick catch and release from the quarterback, and we want this receiver to try to take the ball up in this alley, or if you will, in this tunnel. So, just to review, the two RPOs that we're going to run off of this play are going to be bubble. Sorry about the dyslexia, guys. Where the receiver is our primary blocker and the slot is our primary receiver. Or we're going to run tunnel, where the slot is our primary blocker and the receiver is our primary receiver. In either of those cases, the quarterback gets to be the decider. If he sees numbers or a mismatch, he's going to decide not to hand the ball off to the jet, but rather throw the ball to either the receiver or the slot based on what we're running. That's our RPOs off of East 88 Reach.